Howdy, lieutenants and economists.
The most volatile, evil, disgusting things on the planet, humans. If you have a video request, you can always go to assholeconsulting.com.
Yeah, I am gonna charge you, kids. And that is the importance of not fucking up.
You are such an asshole!
Holy shit, it's an original, not Asshole Consulting, and I was reminded of this Eli the computer guy, who I kind of tune into every once in a while. In part for entertainment, in part for staying on top, like Matt Tran, engineer, truth, I gotta stay on top. And he said he did a video on Vidme. I'm like, holy shit, that's right. I even have a spreadsheet behind that you don't see it. But I had tried all the 4 major alternative platforms to YouTube. I'm like, shit, I forgot to, it wasn't on this this to-do list that I normally do. And it's on the digital to-do list, which there's so many to-do lists. It's like a CPU. There's like what I'm working on now, and then there's the rest of the hard drive. Anyway, so I'm like, better do that and provide the results of my little YouTube alternative platform. So, quick review. YouTube decides to say fuck you to all of its content creators, and it just whacks away 2/3 of the YouTube revenue for everybody. The whole YouTube content creator community goes into a hissy fit, especially those who thought you'd make a living being a YouTube personality forever. I even have a friend whose daughter, I'm not joking, just to show you how bubbly it was. And I understand you could be that rising star. You could be the next Jenna Marbles, but she says, well, she's pretty clever and she's pretty fun. She can film. I'm like, okay, so she's going to do a YouTube channel? That's like the plan? Yeah, she can do it. I know you laugh, Aaron Clary, and you tell her to become an engineer. I'm like, why would I recommend that? And I never saw her, never heard from her again. Not the woman, the daughter, who obviously did not make a big enough splash on YouTube. Anyway. So that community, those who did get like their pittance of an amount from YouTube, they freaked out. Everyone's all upset. And what you come to find out, well, they didn't go and do the research like the old captain did, or Eli the computer guy did. But we did, because we're adults. And we found out, yeah, pretty much the short version is that YouTube, if you are YouTube's bitch. YouTube has monopoly. They own this. And I would say there are certainly some things I'd like to change about YouTube. I'd like them to just, as a shareholder of Google, I'd like them to quit pissing away money on trying to track down speech, because that costs a lot of money. But YouTube is still the best platform out there, especially if you want to make money, limited as it may have been. And especially if you just, they harass you the least compared to some other places as well. So let's go through them. I'm going to go through the key thing. I don't want to keep all your time. I'm going to go through the 4 main platforms that are alternatives to YouTube and what the main deal breaker was for each one and some other things. So we got Vidme, Dailymotion, Minds, and Vimeo. Okay, Vidme. Absolutely loved it. Vidme has the potential to dethrone YouTube within a year. They just don't do monetization. They are also way more strict with the freedom of speech. They like to come on with, hey, we're these edgy, cool hipster type kids, and they are hipsters. But like most hipsters, your free speech is certainly valued and supported by them until you say something they disagree with. So I was kind of, I wouldn't say this close, about this close, you know, within earshot. I'm like, man, Vidme's pretty cool, and the layout is slick. They definitely did have the content creator in mind when they laid it out. It's integrated with social media. You're just clicking buttons left and right instead of copying links and forwarding. It is the cat's meow. The only problem is your beginning limit uploads like 30 minutes. So if you are going to use it for a podcast, it's probably not going to work. You got to become an affiliate with them or have your account go pro or whatever. You got a 1 gigabyte per week limit. So it's like competent communists came up with this. They're like very competent IT nerd geeky communists. They're like, top notch. I cannot. You should even just go to Vidme just to try it out. Just say, wow, this is the way it should be, so you know what standard to hold Google up to in terms of user functionality, user friendliness. But they are communists because they have no business acumen whatsoever. They're all like, well, people can donate to your video. It's like, fuck that shit. We want corporate sponsors. We want regular. Bring that money in. And they won't, because we're here for content creator community. And that's why we don't take outside, you know, like NPR, you know, every what, 3 months, it's listener supported, please support NPR. It's like, fuck you. Sell ads on Sesame Street, PBS. You'll make a shit ton of money. And Vidme is like the PBS's and the NPR. Your donation goes to keep programs like this on. And I'm like, oh, God. So it's just worth it to try it. So you say, like, wow, this is really awesome. But then you're like, what? No money? And oh, you don't like, you know, not leftist things? And it's like, yeah. And I wasn't even that risque. I had, I can't even remember what the video was. I got some videos up there. But they are definitely, if you think YouTube is cracking down on your free speech parade, wait till you get to Vidme. They are, you know, YouTube might be Mussolini, but Vidme, they got to have a couple Hitlers there about what you say and what you don't say. Okay, Dailymotion. Dailymotion, they did the reverse. They are good on the capitalist end. You can monetize. It's the second largest platform out there. You got to get the affiliate program or the partner program, and you got to get approved and all that. But I think you can even monetize your videos right away. But for the beginning, there's going to be a limit upload of 60 minutes, 2 gigabyte upload limit per week. You know, so once again, and I don't even, you don't have unlimited. There's an hour limit whether you got an affiliate or not. So like, if you're a podcaster, you just go long on your videos. Screw you. Too bad. Dailymotion is not for you. That is obviously a huge performance cap. And then its layout is horrible. It is not good for user friendliness. You will dick around. Like, one thing that was very annoying, I know this sounds petty, but it's not when you're trying to get traffic and image, you know, book covers matter. It's your thumbnail. There's no obvious like, well, where do I select the thumbnail? You have to upload it first, approve it, then go back into your video list, and then there's the option to add a thumbnail. So this is kind of, it's owned by Vivendi, which is a French company, and I think they bought it and they just said, fuck it, we don't care. It's making some money, whatever. We are French. C'est la vie. And Charles de Gaulle and free or whatever. There's zero fucks given by the parent company. If Dailymotion were to take Vidme's user friendliness and layout, and then invest the money that we could actually have more than 60 minutes, and they already have the monetization in place, they could probably be a good alternative to YouTube, but I just don't think the incentive is there. I think it'll probably be sold off, and why did we buy this piece of shit company? What do you mean we have to watch the plan to let it grow? I hate this thing, get rid of it. And they got their little mustaches. So that's Dailymotion. Minds.com. Minds.com, I don't mind it. It is just not a video platform. Everyone's like, oh, you know, everyone's going to Minds.com. People going to Minds.com. No, everyone in my little micro manosphere, internet, right-wing, alternative media, libertarian, economist, nerd, video game playing sphere, that small niche, of which the ladies just... We just have so many women in this. I'm like, God, can we get some guys here? Why are all these hot women in this sphere? So, Minds.com, everyone was going there because, like, I think Stefan Molyneux started uploading there as well, and some other larger bigwigs, kind of like Gab.ai for a Twitter alternative. And it's fine. You can upload videos. Everything's fine. But it really is just a replacement for Facebook. It's the free speech Facebook without Mark Zuckerberg and people looking over your shoulder. You saying things we don't like? And it's fine for Facebook. It's fine to meet like-minded people. Or just have adult conversation without, you use the word faggot. You use the word, whatever other words that your third grade school marm and speech Nazis over at the main social media places don't like you saying. Minds.com doesn't give a shit. And it's like, yeah, okay, yeah, whatever, we don't care. So, yeah, it's fine for that. And you can upload videos directly. That's okay, too. You can provide links. But it's not a video platform. Like, you go to Minds, it's a Facebook feed with all this crazy stuff going on. There's not a list of videos with thumbnails or just a list with titles where you can take in videos. So it's not really it's social media. It's not a video channel. And then there's Vimeo. Vimeo kind of says, screw all of you guys, completely different format. It's like, you're going to pay us. We're going to provide you a service, which is hosting your videos, and you can make money on them if you want, but you're going to pay us. And that way there's no bullshit. There's none of this, like, we have speech codes, we have community guidelines. There's none of that. So it's not like Vidme. But the problem is, you can't, if you're a consistent podcast or YouTuber, you are a consistent content creator like me. I have to do videos for Asshole Consulting pretty much every day. And if you just have videos that go for a long time, like say you're Chris Beckloff and you go 3 hours for a podcast sometime, it's way too expensive for the bandwidth and storage. It's just way too expensive. And I think the limit is 500 gigs. Like, I would probably blow through that. Like, if you're a serious one, they just don't have a product that's going to be able to handle high storage and high level content creators. So what you would do is maybe you'd have to cycle out some of your material every 6 months to free some. It'd be you got a limited hard drive. That's all it is. Here's a limited hard drive. You got 500 gigabytes. Oh, did you upload too much? Well, something's got to be deleted then. So Vimeo, it's pretty straightforward, and I can appreciate that. But again, they're not investing into it. Anyway, those are the four main ones. And they all obviously have deal breakers. And I know you may have your reservations and disagreements with YouTube. And certainly I do too. And I certainly didn't like getting 65% of my income taken away just because reasons. Yeah, we can. Yeah. Whack. But it is still the best platform because once you get to the partner or affiliate level, whatever it is, they approve your account. You have unlimited uploads. They are monetized, so you make some money. The layout is a far cry from Vidme, but it is light years ahead of Daily Motion. It takes a little bit. It's counterintuitive. I do a bunch of different things differently, but after a week of using YouTube, you'll get used to the layout and the website. They also have live streaming options. Hangouts and live stream now is what they call it, which nobody else has. So that's a big selling point in YouTube. And what else? They are actually quite libertine with what they allow on the YouTube channel. Like, I thought, man, my site's going to get cracked down, and either I have not crossed that line, or for whatever reason, my channel has been relatively unscathed. Now, some of my videos have been demonetized. I did get a warning a long time ago, and then I challenged it, and I'm like, oh yeah, I remember that. The title was all wrong, so I got caught by their algorithm, and it was advocating success in minorities through hard work. Like, it was very pro-minority. And I'm like, dude, did you even listen to this? This is pretty pro-minority and it sounds more democratic. Actually, it was more Republican because the Democrats hate minorities. But this sounds more pro-leftist than what this is the opposite of hate speech. And so then it got approved. So I have not had any real try. I think they're pretty liberal in the classical sense of what they will allow on their videos. And it is by far the best video platform for content creators today. It just is. Now maybe down the road, Vidme might have like a guy with a little bit of testosterone coming into their corporate executive team suite and say, hey, we should make money, and all the hipster men with their beards would quiver, and they'd have their salmon jeans, and I don't know, oh, jeez, oh. And then they go play make-believe lumberjack. But for now, and for the foreseeable future, YouTube is the best. It is hands down the best. Is it perfect? No. Is it truly free speech? No. But it is their platform, it is their company, you get to play by their rules. So, if you are a content creator, heaven help you if you're a young high school graduate this June. You're like, I want to become a YouTube celebrity. Yeah, good luck. Or you just like, you have a use like I do for it. You know, oh, hey, it's a convenient place to put up videos. Or you just, you know, you want to have your own show and you want to have your podcast like, what did Rush Limbaugh call it? The Rush Cam? Like you want to have people actually want to see your face like Eli the computer guy. YouTube is it, guys. It is, and it's pretty much the only thing in town. It does have a monopoly, but like Microsoft, it's earned it. It provides a superior service in multiple and key categories. Every other platform out there has a deal breaker, a vital flaw in its layout, its user policy, its bandwidth upload, what they will, you know, speech codes, what they will not allow, bandwidth, storage. There's always a catch, always a catch. So, you know, YouTube it's not the big-titted redhead with long legs and long hair who has an engineering degree and her own house and no debt and no student loans and is a great cook. But it's the plain Jane who doesn't have some other guy's kids or a STD or venereal disease. Yeah, there's a lot of like, it's still the best one in the village. She's still the best girl in the village to marry. You're like, well, at least I won't catch the herpes from you. You know, that's kind of where it is. So, if any one of you in the video platform world, any of you executives are listening, I have a company called Asshole Consulting. You can consult me. I'll gladly tell you how you can drastically improve your video platforms. But something tells me Dailymotion doesn't give a fuck. Minds.com is not in the business. It would change Vimeo's layout, and Vidme just isn't going to listen to me because I have a little bit of testosterone and I call the shots and I curse. So anyway, that's it, guys. It's YouTube or nothing. Terribly sorry. Toodles.